Okay, this would be my 1991 250X with a Chinese engine in it. There's also a lot of other things on this bike that isn't stock. This engine here is just like the one I'm going to put on the LT230. I welded in this mount here, kind of loops around for the upper mount, and the bottom mounts are the box tubing, and on the front I pretty much just made little mounts to use the original locations on the bike. Got a radiator in there. This one here I really didn't get into a whole lot of detail as far as like making a super nice bike, you know, real clean build. This radiator is held in with a zip tie, and this bike was in pretty bad shape when I got it. I had to replace, I think, 2 of the front arms from the ball joints being bad, and I'll take that back. I think it was 1 arm. I think one of the ball joints is tore on it, but the ball joint was still good, so I went ahead and reused it for now. Had to make nylon bushings for all these joints, and this has the brake conversion on it. Has Chinese brake calipers on. The steering stem was bent really bad. It was almost clear back to the plastics. Put it in a press, bent it back. All the Chinese brake lever, throttle, master cylinder, switch, handlebar switches. The back here, this thing just been mud bogging, so this axle is a Chinese axle. It was 30mm where the bearings rest, and the stock one is 40mm. So I just bought bearings. It was 62mm on the OD and 30mm on the ID. Just pressed them into the stock carrier. I was able to use this axle. This sprocket is a machine sprocket from like Tractor Supply. I just welded it to the hub. And the battery, I think he's over home.
What?
He's over home.
He's home?
Yeah. And then the battery in this bike, a 250X was just kickstart, so I didn't have anywhere for a battery. Had some fenders. It had a battery box in the middle. Just cut the fenders off and bolted it in here. Got me a battery box. Air cleaner assembly. This is a tube, like a piece of plumbing. And it's just, up in here I got a radiator hose that connects to the carburetor, then connects to this tube, hose clamped in. And then Chinese air cleaner. It's washable. It has like a, pop the one end off and it has a piece in the center. It's like a piece of foam. You can wash it. Used the DG muffler. It was on the bike. And the gas tank. This gas tank had a bunch of little like fissure cracks in the bottom of it. Price one on eBay, it was like 120 bucks for a used gas tank, and I'm like, there's no way. Not for something that's already pieced together like this one is. So I cut the bottom of the gas tank out and kind of put a piece of wood in the bottom of it with drywall screws in it, and it just holds this gas tank that I put in inside of it. It's just a smaller gas tank. And then I had to cut the lip out for the where the original lid was, and I put this piece of plastic in to cover up the jagged edges. about it for this. Well, I got some wheel spacers on there, homemade wheel spacers, which are just like these ones. I had to replace the swing arm. The bearings was so bad in it that there was dust. I couldn't get the outer race out. So, and also this swing arm was broken half. I mean, completely broken half. Somebody kind of scabbed it back together and just. So I had to buy another swing arm. Alright, well, thanks for watching.